Welcome to our channel, the portal to a world where every frame tells a story, and every review opens a door to cinematic wonders. Get ready to immerse yourself in the captivating universe of films, where a passionate team of cinephiles will guide you through a myriad of emotions, from laughter to tears, as we uncover the magic that makes movies unforgettable. Today we are going to watch video about Loki Season 2 Episode 6, Glorious Purpose, brings the MCU show to an end in the most epic and transcendental way for the God of Mischief and the whole Marvel multiverse. After trying so desperately to save every timeline from catastrophic destruction throughout Loki Seasons 1 and 2, Tom Hiddleston's villain-turned-hero is faced with the ultimate challenge of reverting a tragedy that already happened. Loki Season 2 Episode 5's ending brought Loki back to the moment right before the TVA's time loom explodes, with enough knowledge to understand what's about to happen but not enough to know how to prevent it. Fortunately, Loki has finally mastered his time-slipping power, which allows him to travel back in time to any point in his past. Technically, Loki has all the time he could ever ask for, but he still needs to focus on finding a way to prevent every existing timeline from blowing up and destroying all reality. But beyond his ability to turn back the clock, Loki also uses his wits and courage to outsmart He Who Remains, keep the time loom from exploding, and save every timeline without making any sacrifice other than himself, all of which leads to some of the most exciting moments in the entire MCU during Loki Season 2 Episode 6's mind-bending conclusion. The Marvel Studios logo changes constantly depending on which movie or show it precedes. However, drastic changes like Avengers: Endgame's half-empty intro forebode an especially important story to follow. Such is the case with Loki Season 2 Episode 6, where the Marvel Studios logo plays in reverse, manifesting exactly how Loki ends up saving the multiverse. Thanks to Loki's recently mastered time-slipping ability, he's able to perfect his strategy and pick the solution with the least collateral damage for his friends and every reality at risk of collapse. The first shocking reveal in the Loki Season 2 finale comes when Loki commits to learning how to fix the time loom, as he not only repeats the process enough times to memorize what Kang's benevolent variant Victor Timely needs to do, but also masters engineering over the course of centuries. Loki Season 2 Episode 6 doesn't specify exactly how long Loki spends studying Ouroboros' work, but it's possible that he learns everything about the time loom within 3 centuries, at the very least. This is a similar feat to what Doctor Strange achieved against Dormammu, as the sorcerer spent what could be hundreds of years bargaining with the demon inside a time loop. Loki's impressive efforts culminate in a final successful attempt at saving the multiplying timelines. Following Loki's instructions, Victor Timely expands the time loom, allowing the timelines to pass through without collapsing. Unfortunately, Loki's victory doesn't last long, as Ouroboros and Victor Timely realize that the timelines only keep multiplying exponentially ad infinitum. Loki's multiple centuries worth of preparation are for nothing, but on a bright note, his only successful attempt to fix the time loom saves Victor Timely's life, earning the TVA an unlikely ally. One surprising return in the Loki Season 2 finale is He Who Remains, who died at the hands of Sylvie in the Loki Season 1 finale. Here, He Who Remains' last comment before his death, telling Sylvie, "See you soon," begins to make sense. As Loki time slips back to He Who Remains' last moments, the villain reveals that he already knew Loki would return to that moment. In fact, dying was always part of He Who Remains' plan, which also includes forcing Loki to kill Sylvie in order to spare He Who Remains and thus saving the sacred timeline. However, Loki refuses to follow the plan and makes a different sacrifice instead. Himself doubtful about his best course of action, Loki returns to his first conversation with Mobius. Without telling him about their future, Loki dives deep into Mobius' past and learns that Mobius once hesitated to prune an innocent variant, which caused his colleagues to die. This intimate conversation between Loki and Mobius confirms to Loki that he needs to make a difficult choice regardless of how much he wants everyone to have a happy ending. Along the way, Loki also learns that Ravonna Renslayer was the colleague that did the dirty work when Mobius couldn't bring himself to do it. After confirming that there's no way to stop Sylvie from killing He Who Remains, Loki decides to make a final and definitive attempt to fix the collapsing timelines with a plan he never tried before. With all the odds against him, Loki opens the gates and walks directly towards the time loom. Despite being showered with the same temporal radiation that killed Victor Timely many times before, Loki manages to destroy the time loom, once again accepting his divine nature by wearing his classic helmet. One by one, Loki grabs every timeline and takes them with him to the location that used to be the Citadel at the end of time. Despite abandoning his wish for a throne in Loki Season 1, Loki now finds himself responsible for holding and protecting every timeline, sitting in a throne at the end of time. Once Loki unites the timelines, they take the shape of Yggdrasil, the mythical tree that connects every realm with each other in Norse mythology. The MCU's new version of Yggdrasil, however, encompasses the multiverse instead of just the 9 realms. Loki may have given the multiverse some order, but that doesn't mean that the threat of He Who Remains and his variants has been stopped for good. At the TVA, Mobius shows Hunter B-15 that a He Who Remains variant appeared on a 616 adjacent realm. As his report shows, Mobius is talking about Kang the Conqueror's defeat against Ant-Man and his family inside the quantum realm in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Curiously, Kang the Conqueror is supposed to be the most dangerous of his variants, but even Mobius shrugs him off saying, "They handled it, so we're good for now." One plot element the Loki Season 2 finale leaves open is Ravonna Renslayer's pruning, which is revealed to leave her stranded in the void. Ravonna Renslayer's fate is uncertain, as she seemingly comes face to face with Alioth as soon as she regains consciousness. Although Alioth could easily kill her, it's possible that she finds a way to survive. After all, this brief scene also drops some mysterious clues towards potential stories in the future, namely the pyramid in the background that could be hinting at Kang's Pharaoh variant Ramatut, as well as a dilapidated floor inscription sporting the motto, "For all time." Always, the Loki Season 2 finale ends Mobius' journey so far on a positive note with his return to the regular time-space continuum. Mobius lets Hunter B-15 know that he'll be taking a break from the TVA to get back in touch with his human origins, although he has no connections on Earth that could easily allow him to have a relatively normal life, and it's unlikely that he will impersonate his own past self to attain it. Since Sylvie is also uncertain about her future, Loki Season 2 Episode 6 suggests that they will support each other in their new lives. After all, they could return to the TVA or visit any point in time whenever they like. Thank you for watching the full video. Join us for epic tales, intimate dramas, and thought-provoking masterpieces that resonate with our souls. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you never miss an opportunity to dive into the captivating world of cinema.